Okay, here it is. God damn. Wait. Yeah, is this the wrong one? How did I get the wrong video? Like, how did I do it wrong? Which one do I watch? Okay, just fucking tell me. Because, like, I mean, this is some kind of, like, weird emo music and shit. Like, all right, the top one. Okay. Here we go.
Forever without hope. Forever without light.
It's a dragon. It's the wrong one? Like, well, we're gonna watch it anyway. This has like a really different theme than Dark Souls 1 though. It's got a girl in it. Ooh. It's Freddy. Or no, Jason. I forgot. I don't ever watch scary movies. Oh, there's a lot of them. Okay. Well, shit, dude. This does look pretty good. Oh, that's me. Whenever I went into the Ring City. It's okay. Right, I thought it was a Dark Souls opening. This is what I'm looking for. Is this it right here? This is what I was trying to find. Dark Souls 2. Okay, the second one or the top one? Because one of them is 8 minutes, the other one's 4. The second one, okay.
Hey, what's up, people? Michael here.
Yeah, welcome to Dark Souls. Yo, it's me, it's your boy, I'm Michael. Alright, so listen, welcome back, guys. So here's pretty much the way it's gonna work. So you got the bonfire still, and there's a different guy now, so the game's gonna be a little bit different, but you know, it's the same shit overall. So yo, thanks a lot for watching and buying the game, and hope you have fun.
If you want to partner your YouTube channel up, hit out the link in the description.
Okay.
Perhaps you've seen it. Maybe in a dream. A murky, forgotten land.
This is good. This is already good.
A place where souls may mend your ailing mind.
Okay.
You will lose everything, once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future,
This is good.
your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north,
Yo, I bet she could give really good blowjobs. Like, she doesn't even have any teeth, man. Think about that. Look at those teeth. There's none of them there. There's only like one. Let's go back to the thing.
far to the north,
5,000 years old. It's a lot of
a
experience.
great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why.
Shit. Oh, fireflies. Oh, shit. God damn.
Like a moth drawn to a flame. Your wings will burn in anguish.
Do it,
Time
jump in.
After time.
Jump in the hole. Oh.
For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
Wow. Okay, so jump, man. Yeah. I think there's a big difference between like this one and the Dark Souls 3 and 1 cinematics. Because this cinematic is entirely player driven and player focused. Whereas the Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3 cinematics, this one is building a narrative around your character. Whereas the other two, there is an existing narrative, and your character was simply taking presence in the existing narrative. And I think both of them have their own advantages and disadvantages. But coming as somebody who, I'm not really a role player, but I like the idea of taking on a role of another character. And I like the idea of being able to define that role yourself. I prefer the existing within a narrative rather than the player being the driving force of the narrative. It's just maybe that's just a personal preference, right? But it's the difference between, for example, Vanilla WoW and Legion. Whereas in Vanilla WoW, you were a hero, and in Legion, you were the class order hall master. Okay, and I feel like there's much stronger world building that can happen in a game and narrative building that can happen in a game that's not driven and focused around the character. Now, you can, of course, make exceptions, right? With like God of War, like maybe Skyrim. I haven't really played that game too much. Maybe Red Dead Redemption, etc. There are plenty of very, very strong narrative-driven one-player games that are incredible. But for me personally, especially for more open-ended games like Dark Souls 1, I think for a game like Dark Souls 1 that is open-ended, I'd like to see it be, the narrative be focused around the world and the story rather than the individual, right? Because it's about the individual character, right? It's this person walking around, the lady talking about him, right? I think that the dialogue was incredible. It was really, really good. But beyond that, it was entirely character driven. And it doesn't really, the thing with Dark Souls 1, right, is like in Dark Souls 1, let me just open it up, right?